Good morning.
Morning.
How is everybody? And how are you, Robert?
I'm very well, thank you, Angela. I've
Good.
managed to escape work, my last day of work, for a couple of hours to join you on the session. So,
Woo!
uh, if my computer pings in the background, I might just have to check the online chat for work. But
Yeah,
otherwise, I am with you for the next few hours. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, very very tired, but I'm fine. So I'm enjoying a little bit of nip time. Thank you. Yeah. So you've been really busy with holding the fort at work and making sure that the right people get contacted and the right conversations happen and all of that. So
Oh
uh,
no, I've mostly been putting together and dealing with the problems in the tracker that people, and then people have been going in and overwriting my formulas. So I've now protected the whole damn thing, and nobody can do anything without talking to me first. Because I got to a point at 9:30 last night, I was just so incredibly frustrated. I went, right, sod that, protect the whole damn thing. They can only use the drop down boxes. End of story.
that's the one thing when it comes to the funniest thing is Excel used to be quite static, but now when we've moved into things like G Sheets, Google Sheets, where everybody can start modifying themselves and nobody knows that they have to download their own personal copy first. So yeah, it's always funny when we're talking about technical things with people who are trying to get the job really done really quickly with the best intentions, and it causes havoc. There's one little thing in a formula, oh, everything goes to pot. So,
Yeah. And then I
so
was trying to fix it and making it worse. And I was like, no. If I'd had hair, I'd have been bald this morning.
oh dear. Well, so glad that this is it today, isn't it? Your last working day?
I hope so. Well, not that I hope so, but
No, no.
officially it
Yeah.
should be today. However, if my boss decides that there's support that he needs me to do, I can't officially furlough until he says, that's it, Robert, stop.
And that's absolutely fine, isn't it? But we're going to be having more time with you focused on knitting and doing lots of knitting. So that's
Yes.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have put into the sessions this morning. Um, every day this week at 10 o'clock, apart from Friday. And that was so that I could take over your shopping, community shopping if needed.
Oh, thank
Um,
you.
and then we're back on Saturday and we'll be off on Sunday.
Yay! Thank you ever so much. I have no idea what's happening in Le Buzz. I have no idea, other than what I will say is there's a lot going on in the animal fraternity. So I'll go through that because it's quite funny again. So, but we've got lots of people joining us. So,
We have, yes. So
hello.
let's say some good mornings.
Yeah. So, good morning, Robert. Oh, good morning, Candice. It's so
Good
lovely
morning,
that I know
Candy.
you've got your mobile phone, and mobile phones are great, aren't they? They keep us in touch with the world. Jackie, hello, hello,
Morning,
hello.
Jackie.
Do you know what? You can tell it's a while out since I've been on here, can't you? And Linda, and
Morning, Linda
Marion,
Ellis.
and
Morning, Marion.
Safia, or
Morning, Sophia.
Safi. So, oh my God! Excuse me. Oh, I'm back.
Very well caught.
That's what happened. Right, I should have moved that before, but I thought, you know what? I am sort of jumping in here using my parents' home, and hey ho. Oh dear. So thank you for all of your well wishes. My dad's still ill. I was saying to Robert, he wasn't taking the antibiotics, so I asked if I could get an injection, and they said no. But I had 111, absolutely brilliant. Sent out a doctor car with a mobile pharmacy in the boot. And they gave me some different tablets last night at 11:30. So yeah, so I am really experiencing everything that the NHS are trying to do, and they're absolutely fantastic. So but he has had a glass of water, which is brilliant this morning, and half a cup of decaf tea. So any liquids that I can get into him, I have to, because I think he only had one glass of water yesterday. So yeah, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So thank you very much. So as with everything at the moment, it doesn't matter what you've got, what illness you've got. Doctors, paramedics we try everything possible before we put anybody in hospital. They are really not wanting to put anyone in there. So that's what they're doing. And unless you've got problems with breathing, they're not putting you in there. So that's why it's interesting time, shall we say. But I have to say our NHS are absolutely amazing. So the fact that they've got a mobile pharmacy and a car boot at 11:30, and the doctor is sat there in the passenger seat typing frantically into a laptop while the person is ferrying him all around the Leeds area, and then they make a decision and say, I'll give you these and I'll give you these as well, just in case. So it's like, wow, you know, you just don't have this in most countries. It's absolutely incredible. So but that's that. So thank you ever so much. He's still got his determination. Like this morning, I said, "Come on, Dad, can we have the antibiotics?" No, because it didn't taste nice last night. So never mind. We had the cup of tea this morning, so I'll go down after this and try again. But yeah. So anyway, I have been.
You should do what I have to do with the cats.
What's that?
Crush it up and put it in food.
I put it in honey. No way. He had it in his mouth, and then when I gave him his cup of tea, he spit it out in the cup of tea. So that didn't work. I've tried bribery with chocolate. That didn't work. I've tried putting it in water. That didn't work. It came back out. So I tried everything possible with the capsules, and the best thing was trying to get it in his mouth, but now his mouth's just so dry, it's so hard for him to, you know, get things down. But, huh?
Will he drink milk?
No, I took milk up yesterday. She's like, no. So we've got his cup, and we've got glass of water. So we're trying with this. It's actually children's stuff, you know, with the stuff that you put in the mouth, and
yeah.
That was hilarious. Also, the fact that I hadn't put enough water in it last night. So it's a bit too much powder. So I think he had a mega dose last night. So never mind, we're fine. So I'll just try with that again. But it's amazing how determined he is. So he's God, he can stick his heels in just like I can. So that's really good. He's still got his well, what would you call it? Determination? Yeah. So he won't do what I don't want to do. So that's good. But yeah, so spent an hour with him just before this, and yeah, and I said I'm off to do a bit of knitting. So he smiled.
Right.
And yeah, so yeah, and then yeah, just doing a little bit. So
that's not a little bit, that's a lot. Considering you only started it on Friday. Was it, no, it was Saturday, wasn't it?
Huh?
It was Saturday you started it.
Yeah. Well, I've actually got to. I'm starting the repeat colour now. So, sorry, the colour's not great. Do I need more light or less? No, I need more light. No. Who knows?
I think you need some sleep.
I think I do. I haven't had enough sleep. I know I haven't had enough sleep. I think I've had 4 hours. But never mind. Right, so what I was trying to show you was this lovely pinky colour. No, it's not really showing. We'll do it another day. Yeah. I'll just knit. But it's lovely. I absolutely love this. I know, so I think I might be calling the spotted sheep again, because I was thinking these are just great things. Because they're not woolly ones, they're great for, you know, summer when you just want something on an evening. I know they're not cotton, but they're not overly hot.
No.
But they will warm you up. So yeah, I'm really liking this. So how's yours coming along?
Well, I'm at kind of a crucial stage, actually.
Are you?
I think I've probably got enough to do another complete row and then may have to cast off.
Wow.
But I think what I'll do is I'll unwind it to the point that it goes into this grey purple, cut it, and then decide.
Yeah.
So,
oh, wow.
Right, Claire says good morning. She's
Hello.
on the chat site today, so that's absolutely
Hello.
fine, Claire. Don't worry. Just hope you're still able to contribute from there as well. Lindy says good morning. Morning, Lindy.
Good morning.
Brigitte says good morning. Just putting some laundry on, so she'll be nipping upstairs to change loads. Morning, Brigitte.
Hello, hello, hello. Lovely to see you.
So we've had lots through over the weekend. We had some lovely videos from Trisha about steeking, but we're not going to show them today. There's a technical glitch which we need to work through. So hopefully we'll have those for tomorrow for you. We've had Linda send through a question about her jumper. So we'll come to that in a bit. And she's joined us this morning so she can ask some questions back to you after your advice to her. And then we've got a animal charity that we want to talk about that have asked for some help as well. So do send through your work in progresses or your completed projects if you've got any from the weekend. Usual places, so either email me, Angela and Robert Web TV, you can load to there, or you can Facebook message me and we'll share them on the screen later.
Yeah.
So Claire says she's not joining us on camera this morning. She has jobs to do which might necessitate her popping away occasionally. Absolutely fine, Claire, as long as you're okay.
Yeah. And I realised Janet was going to give us a talk as well, wasn't she? On
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll arrange that one day, because I will give enough notice, because I think some of our international viewers will be really, really interested in that. Because just like when the first time I saw that there was some Perth wool in the shop in the spotted sheep, it was like, oh my word, this has come all the way from Australia. And so we're very familiar with our British wool. Where else are we very familiar with? Falkland Island wool as well. So we have Falklands wool, don't we? That is lovely. Not as easy to get hold of as our British wool, but we're familiar with that. But the first time I saw Australian wool, I was like, wow. And I'm sure there's stuff from all over the place. Yeah. So we'll do that and give enough notice. And over the next couple of days, I will be getting everything sorted out. So we're emailing people. So yeah, I'm looking forward to spending some time on that as well.
Good. Brigitte says she's on round 221 of 229 on a second sock for rod. So hopefully you'll finish that today. So do send some pictures through and we'll show them tomorrow.
Brilliant. Should probably have that done before the end of this show.
Possibly.
Well,
she is very quick.
She is, yeah. The delights of becoming extremely proficient in continental knitting. Oh, do you know what? That's the first time I've ever had a little knot. Ever.
Oh.
In Stylecraft. And I've never ever had a knot ever. So
I get them in the balls of standard colours. I don't often get them in the variegateds.
No.
Or the cakes.
I don't mind about them anyway. I don't I don't have an issue. I'll just stick it in. But yeah, just saw that then. So Marion said she found some Falkland wool with silk in her stash. It's lovely. Wow. Do you know what? I am embarrassed to say, but I don't think I've got any Falkland wool in my stash. That is really bad. I probably need to get some. Yeah. But that sounds lovely with silk. And Claire has had knots in Stylecraft standard, but not many. No, it's just one of those things. I don't mind slubs, knots, etc. It's just part of knitting. If I spun my own, all sorts in there. So yeah.
So apparently, if you get more than 3 in a ball, you're supposed to take it back.
Yeah.
Although, who's going to remember where they bought it from if it's been in their stash?
I know. Oh. And Brigitta's just said, remember that she was brought up with continental knitting. Of course, yes. Yeah, and I had so you can tell how uncomfortable I am with these. These are yours, Robert. So uncomfortable with these because I always buy the 40 centimetre under the armpit ones, and that's how I was taught to knit. And how I saw my family knitting around me. So yeah. Oh dear. And good morning, Helen, as well. Lovely to see you with us. Sorry, you can tell I really haven't slept. And Claire's
good morning, Helen. Sorry.
That's all right. And Claire said, if you've already knitted it, found 3 knots, would you frog it then? Absolutely not. And that was rhetorical, she said. Marion says, no, it's gone up to either 5 or 7 knots. Jackie in the shop was telling me, she also said that the industry, that it's the industry that set the standard low.
I think it's good enough.
Yeah. I don't really, and I always find, I don't know whether it's just one of those things, but it always perfectly sits on the right side. So that's on the pearl side, the little knot thing. I know you can't see it, but yeah, it always goes perfectly to the right side. So I've got my perfect, just one of those things with knitting. So yeah.
Or we need to research Russian knots or Russian joins.
Russian join, yeah, we will do.
So that we can talk people through what to do with those, because apparently that's the best thing to do.
Yes. Yeah, that'd be good. We'll have a look at that. I haven't got my little evil book with me here. I think it might be in my bag over there, but we'll write it down and have a look at it. And I've decided that I am going to do this same shawl, but I think I said before, I am definitely doing it in that Peruvian wool, the oranges and stuff. So I just need to get some formil from somewhere. Have I got a whistle?
I can't hear it. Whether other people can hear it or not, I don't know.
Claire said a bit. I don't know why. Oh, and Brigitte has said that she would kill herself with Angela's long needles and the way she knits. Yeah, my normal, have I got one? Yeah, my normal long needles, some nice things, always under the arm and always knitting like that. That's how I love to knit. So, has anybody been started something new, or have you got any finished projects?
Shall we move on to Linda?
Yeah, because Linda had a question about how to finish hers.
Yeah. So let me just share this. Morning, Tracy.
Morning.
So this is a picture of the lovely jumper that Linda Ellis was knitting with the birds at the top.
It's beautiful.
And her question is, hang on. Her question is, here's the bird sweater I finished yesterday. I'm going to frog the neckline as it feels too wide. Any ideas on how to make it better? She thinks the answer might be to do another row of decreases and knit more inches, but is worried that it then won't go over her head. And has anybody got a better idea on how to block it so the birds really stand out? So there we go. Let's open that to the room and see what people think. So Linda Phillips says good morning. She's on another knitting natter at the moment, so she's watching both at once. Morning, Linda. Claire says, oh my god, that's beautiful. Staffia says that's in her Ravelry queue. It's gorgeous. So Linda, if you're listening, first piece of advice that's coming through is cross the old thread and the new thread over, slip the thread into a blunt sewing needle and thread the old thread back through the center of its own thread for about 6 centimeters, and then do the same with the new thread and pull it tight, and then knit as normal. I hope that makes sense to you. Oh, that's the Russian join.
That sounds like a join.
Linda, completely ignore that.
But I was like, my brain was thinking, that's like joining two things. I'm sure that Brigitta's talking about joining two things. So, right, okay, perfect. So when you take it for me, because I'm going to have a go with that at some point.
Oh, dear.
Oh. There we go. There we go. Oh. I like that. To be honest, I think I do something like that, and it won't be the same, but whenever I do crochet, because I can't be bothered to sew ends in, so I do that with the ends in crochet. Again, just because I'm lazy. And I do it while I'm going. Deborah says good morning. Hello, Deborah. Right, so how to do the neckline. Not too sure. So Deborah, I know you've just joined us, but we're trying to help out. The neckline on this jumper a little bit, is it a little bit wide? And Linda wanted to make it a little bit. You'll have to repeat the question, Robert.
I think she's looking to make it a little bit
smaller,
but without making it too tight, and looking for ideas on how she can block it to get the best out of the birds.
So Marion said, oh, hello, Deborah. Marion said the neck looks quite wide. I think she could try doing one or more decreases. So that's the pattern to have it that wide. I'm not too sure what the edging would look like on the neck. So if it's just a cast off, or if it's like an I-cord bind type, I'm presuming it's just a pure cast off around the neck. And Brigitte says yes, same thoughts as Marion, just one or two more decreases. And something that I sometimes do is, because I've got longish hair, it doesn't matter what happens on the tops of the sleeves. But sorry, on the shoulders. Sometimes I might do an extra decrease around there just to pull it a little bit more, because I know for me, you'll never see it. Whereas if you've got shorter hair, then you are going to see the whole neck. And I can't remember if that would work for Linda. It's beautiful though, isn't it? Really, really lovely. So Linda, is that okay for you? Hopefully it is. That we've got a suggestion from it was from Marion. Brigitte says the same. I said if you have got long hair, you may be able to just do an extra decrease around the shoulder bits, which is what I do, and then you end up with more of a it works as long as you're only doing it a tiny little bit. It doesn't you don't lose anything in the balance of the garment as long as you do it in the right spots. So yeah, that's lovely. When are we going to see it being modelled though? That's the next question. So let us know when you're planning on wearing this, because we'd love to have a photo.
Helen says perhaps a few rows of rib near the top. And I'm just thinking, actually, I know Linda Phillips is on another knit and natter as well, but she did send through her jumper that she'd done, so maybe she's got some advice for you, because that had a pattern across the top. Likewise, Jackie Taylor has recently finished a jumper, so she may be able to help.
So I hope you're getting lots of knitting done today. I think I've got 2 rows done now, so that's quite nice. But it's the simplest pattern in the world, so it's easy to do. I'm
nearly at the end of the first row.
Huh?
I say nearly. I've got about 50 stitches to do, and I'm at the end of the row. Marion says she's just received her letter from Boris.
Oh. Well, I have no idea what the letter is, but never mind.
I haven't gone and got my post yet.
No. So hopefully everyone's being safe and staying in, and and that you're all well. And as I'm learning, all you can do is stock up on things and have lots and lots and lots of paracetamol or something similar, just in case, in your cupboard. So just try and have a few meals that you like, and that's what I'm going to spend some time today and tomorrow doing, just in case I end up getting ill. So this thing's ready to just put in the oven. So we've got a nice big shepherd's pie ready, and I need to make a nice big bolognese and a nice stew, just so that we've got food that we can use. So we'll have a look. And actually, something else I meant to ask, Tracy, how are you? Because you weren't feeling too well, so I hope you're okay, Tracy. Hopefully you're okay. And then Claire, that reminds me, Marion, still have a ribbon, probably going shopping tomorrow, so we'll drop it round there then. So Marion, you've got some ribbon arriving. That's really, really nice. And Marion says thank you. yeah, so if anyone's got this virus, we hope that you're going to be okay, and just get through it with paracetamol, water, and a lot of rest. I think that's the main thing for it. The virus, very little we can do. So I hope you're all feeling okay. Tracy says she's coming out the other side of it day 5 today and feel the best she's felt so far. So fingers crossed. Wishing you well, Tracy. Yeah, it's not nice to really feel for you. Oh, and there's a shopping list coming out as well in the chat. So I'll leave that in the chat. We don't need to.
Oh no! It's for Marion's knitting cream egg cozies, and that's what she wants them for. She wants the cream eggs for the cozies.
Oh my god! Yeah, have we got them? I've got pictures of them. Let's have a look.
What, the cream egg cozies?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. I'm going to finish this row and then I'll take the screen off sharing, and then I'll find them.
Oh, fabulous!
I'm getting quite a few other messages through as well. So.
Perfect. I'll leave it with you. Thank you. Means I can do more rows. Yeah. So there's lots of things going on in the background for different charities, and I know Marion's been knitting some little Easter chicks to go on top of little eggs to put in some of the little parcels that are going to people. So that's brilliant. And I know that Robert mentioned something to me that I thought, I'm sure even up here, I'm sure I can find some wool that I can do something for the charity that we thought we'd talk about as well.
Yeah. Marion, can I just ask, did you post the pictures on your Facebook page, the Bedfordshire Facebook page, or the Guild Facebook page, just so I know where I'm looking?
I know I saw them, but I have no idea where I saw them. There was some point. Can't remember, but she thinks it's Bedfordshire.
Okay. I'll have a look.
Yay! Yeah, so lots and lots of things being knitted. And I know we have lots of people in the community who knit blankets, who knit squares for blankets. Yeah, so there's lots and lots, but we just thought we'd try and support something else. Oh, Lindy is using up a couple of balls of Flutterby, I don't know how you pronounce it. Chunky yarn, that's the really soft cotton wool one, isn't it? To make a lap blanket for my local hospital's new appeal. I'm using 6mm needles, about the largest I own, and the yard being chenille-like, it's very soft. And it's an easy 4-row pattern. Oh, that would be lovely, Lindy. It's a lovely feel to the wool, isn't it? Whether it's beautiful to knit with, I will leave that with you, because I found it a little bit odd to try and knit with, because it's so thick and because it is like chenille. But yeah, it feels lovely when you've actually made the blanket. It is just beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
I think I'm going to play Yarn Chicken.
Yay!
I think I'm going to do another whole row and then cast off, because I think there's enough in there to do that.
I'd say, yeah, go for it.
It looks like it wraps round about another 10 times, so I reckon there probably is.
Yeah. Isn't it interesting how different we all are? Brigitte says, cringes at the touch of chenille. I love the feel of chenille. I love it. Lindy says, it feels a little bit odd, but the fabric does feel very comfy. Exactly. When it's finished, it's lovely. But trying to knit with it, it doesn't feel like normal wool. I don't feel that there's the give that you normally get with beautiful wool. But yeah, Tracy's saying, yeah, go for it. Yarn chicken. Oh, look at the chicken wickens there.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
They are amazing. Oh, somebody is going to be so, so happy when they get their bag of shopping and they get one of those in there. That's lovely.
Thank you for that, Marion. That saved me hunting. I said that saved me hunting.
That's lovely. And have we had other things through?
Yep, I'm just having a look. I'm having to close the screen each time I want to move on to screen because I don't want you to see what's going on in the background on the laptop. So this is Linda Phillips in her recently finished jumper.
That's gorgeous. I love that. What is that wool? That's lovely. Beautiful. You should be very proud of yourself. I have no idea what is coming up next, but I really, really love that. So I'd love to know what the wool was, what yarn it is, because it looked like a lovely little flecky Aran, but I could be totally wrong. But that looked lovely, absolutely lovely.
Sent it through. There we go.
Oh, I've not seen that.
I know that noise. That noise is I'm going to buy some.
That is lovely. I really like that. Really, 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 really like that. Cotton Aran. Love it, Linda. Absolutely love it. Right, okay. What was it called again, Robert?
Monet.
Oh, Giverny, Monet's Garden. Yeah, I won't forget that. Right, I'm going on now. Starcraft Monet. I was actually looking at their patterns yesterday. So I've actually got 3 lovely patterns that I love. So who knows?
Right, and then I'm going to show you this one. This is Fooey.
What is that?
So this is a box of yarn that somebody found in their garage after it had been isolated. That bit's a bit of a joke. I didn't explain it very well. But this is from You Felty Thing. From Linda, no. And they are currently let me find it. So one person is going in the shop on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday between 11 and 3, and you can PM them through their Facebook page. And the recommendation is also to have a look at their hand-dyed yarn.
This is the hand-dyed yarn that they're hand-dyeing, especially over the weekend for a certain set. No,
this isn't the hand-dyed yarn, but this is on their Facebook page. But she's saying they've also got lots of hand-dyed yarn on there as well.
Yeah, but that person didn't have quite enough, so that they were You Felty Thing were going to hand dye some to match what this said person already has, so they can finish the project. Yeah, so they were specially hand dyeing over the weekend for you know who. That's really nice of them.
Yeah. And we've had some other messages on the back of that to say So we know that our shop is still posting out. Unique Knit and Sew in Bognor Regis are also posting out. The Yarn Story in Bath are still posting out. And there are quite a few other local yarn shops posting out. So do check with them before you order from a big supplier.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry.
And actually, as I'm up here as well, so little, it's a brand new wool shop that has opened in Pudsey. And I think they've only been going for a month. So let me have a look and see if they're still selling out. Because they're 100% Stylecraft. They've got everything Stylecraft.
And you know how everybody last week was going mad for my the wool that I was using for my shawl?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yay!
So somebody has shared that this morning. Who was it? I think it's Deborah. No, is it Deborah? Yes, it is Deborah. Who has had her yarn, got it at the end of last week, and she's now starting a rainbow blanket, very easy corner to corner pattern. Looks very similar to the edging looks very similar to the shawl that I'm doing, doesn't it?
It does. That's lovely.
So I'm glad you're enjoying it, Deborah. Oh, I don't know what I've done now. She did also send another picture, which I'm going to try and... Woo, what the... on. Okay, I've just done something very weird to my computer.
Oh dear.
Okay, let's go the other way. And Deborah has sent, if you can see it, a picture of her craft room where she is currently doing all of her knitting.
Oh.
There we go. So there's a sewing machine on there, some lovely stripy curtains. I'm guessing in this bottom corner, that's her project bag. Trisha says, morning Trisha. Trisha, I did get the steeking stuff yesterday. We're going to try and show that tomorrow because we're having problems accessing the videos and getting them to play properly. So we're going to work on that later today. Georgie says, good morning. Morning, Georgie. Claire's lost her sewing needle, so she's going to get another one. Marion says, I'm having some yarn called Happy.
I've got Happy as well. Mine's Happy.
Lot have come up. Let's have a look.
That one's called Happy. So when I start with that, so me and Marion will both have Happy yarn, but it'll be totally different colours, I bet. Oh. How's your computer?
It's okay. It just seems to be Facebook that's gone a bit weird.
Yeah, Facebook is going weird. They made quite a few changes, and yeah, keeps getting glitches.
Trying to find a picture of Serdar Happy. Oh, there we go. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. There we go. Serdar happy. It's cotton, and look at all those beautiful colours.
And what's that to make in that big box? It says £42. What's it for? What do you make out of it? That is lovely.
Perfect for the amigurumi or crochet project you've been meaning to start. This box contains 50 happy cotton balls of joy.
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, look at those.
So quite a lot.
So there's been somebody said there's been a long queue in the post office. Yeah, I've just had a look. There's a shop close to me called Top Stitch, and they haven't been going very long, but they're saying that they're still posting everything within 24 hours. Although they're finding that the post is taking up to a week to arrive, so please allow 3 to 5 days. But yeah, all they stock is Stylecraft. So if you want Stylecraft yarn, some of the ones that may not be in your local little shops, before we try one of the big companies, you can try Top Stitch as well. And they have been doing little, they've been making those for schools as well. So they've got lots of the little things that you put on your face. So lots of different companies out there, which is really good to try and get our yarn from. And I have to say, I may be tempted to go for that beautiful blanket from Soul and Marl. I'm really liking that light grey, and I think it will go with any of our bedrooms at home as well. So I may even invest in one of those.
Okay, so I'm just going to show you. I don't know why it's done it. Everything else, absolutely fine. This is what Facebook looks like at the moment.
Oh.
I have no idea why it's done that.
Oh.
Absolutely no idea at all. Okay, let me try the browser and see what happens. Okay, that's gone back to normal. So I don't know what's going on with Chrome.
Has it? Right. Trisha says that her Facebook isn't looking like that for her.
I think it's the browser. Right. Oh, come on. There we go. This has just come through from Helen, that lovely Adrophil Zebrano that she's using. So I think that's the neck that she's currently doing. It looks like it.
It's beautiful. The colours are lovely. Yeah. When you look at the balls, I think in the ball they look a lot brighter, but when they knit up, they look really lovely and blend really well together. They're more subtle, I think, when knitted than in the ball. So they're lovely.
Oh, it's sleeves, apparently, with a magic loop.
Oh, yeah. Well done for using YouTube, wasn't it, to do them, to learn how to do them. So well done. YouTube's brilliant for anything like that, isn't it? Whoops. You sending some stuff through?
Sorry?
Oh, it's all right. It's all right.
Marion, thank you. I've got it, but I can't open the page. Helen says yes, she had to use YouTube. Had to watch a few times though.
Yeah. And sometimes you have to watch two different people because they might hold their yarn slightly differently or needle slightly differently. But after you've watched a couple, then you can sort of find your own way. But it is really good. Yeah, well done. The first time you go onto YouTube and you think, I'm actually going to be able to find it and do it, and then you realise, yeah. And what I love is that you can choose which teacher you want, rather than having to have the one who you're given, shall we say. Like, I remember some teachers were exceptional and some you just think, ooh. But yeah, it's really good that you can choose the ones that you want on YouTube.
Can we just say good morning to Mary, who's in the chat room? So good morning, Mary. Claire saying using videos, that's all pretty normal to her. And then says hello, Mary. Marion, that's fine. Try it by email. If not, then I might be able to help you this afternoon when we pick up a call.
Okay.
Right, so we were going to talk about the animal thing, weren't we?
We were.
I'm not time on community hours.
Yeah, Robert came up with this lovely idea, and as you know, there are two people who sometimes get in camera, Tofi and Bex, and we've got so many animal lovers between us all on here, so we thought it might be really nice to do something for an animal charity. And so Robert came across this lovely one for some blankets. And is it the RSPCA, Robert?
I don't know. I'm just going to have a quick look. I need to
find never mind. But there needs to be a certain type of wool, but it's to protect them. So, and I'm an absolute, I love animals. So anyway, yeah, that's why we thought it'd be really nice to try and share this. And then if somebody's got some wool and wanting a lovely little project, we can help out, can't we? We just need to find it.
Here we go.
Yay! Look at this. They're rescue kittens. Oh.
So the RSPCA are asking, one of their North London branches are asking for 30 by 30 or 40 by 40 made out of machine washable wool for the cats to snuggle in. There we go.
Is it? Can you use acrylic wool, or does it have to be wool?
It just says machine washable.
Okay, that's
Now,
fine.
I think the problem here is going to be that it will depend on how high they wash, and I would imagine because they're an animal sanctuary, they probably
Yeah! Hello, Bex.
I would imagine because they're an animal sanctuary, they're probably going to wash them quite high, so acrylic is going to shrink or just completely get lost in the wash. So I would say probably the more natural the wool, the better. But reach out to them. If anybody wants the link, then let me know and I will send it to you.
Yes, yes, yes. We'll put it in the on the Facebook page as well.
Yeah.
And we'll please just check the details yourself. But so that's a really, really lovely charity. There's so many little rescue kitties anyway, because people don't blinking neuter them and spay them and think, oh, I'll just let them have one set of kittens, and then that's another 6 to 8 kittens that's out there. And so yes, if we can, that would be lovely. Can
I just apologise for all the background noise? Gary's just come in, left the door wide open, and is now in the kitchen trying to feed the cat and having a coughing fit. So apologies. Claire says she suspects somebody doesn't know the difference between wool and yarn. Quite possibly. I can't answer that. We just saw it and thought it'd be a nice thing to do. Tracy says she's missing a dog, so she's been self-isolating in her bedroom, but a cat Marmite has been snuggling into her at night and making sure she's okay. I know what you mean, Tracy. When I'm on the when I'm not very well and I lay down on the sofa and I've got a blanket or a quilt over me, both of mine jump up and give me healing hugs.
Yeah.
Georgie said that's a lovely idea, and Tracy says she will definitely knit some for them. She did some once before for them.
Yeah, bless them. And there's lots of different animal charities around as well, aren't there? And there'll be hedgehog charities as well soon. Oh, Claire, we'd never think it was a criticism. You help us all the time. Honestly, Claire, you're fantastic. No, don't ever think that.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I've just been asked to jump in on a call for work.
And I need to go anyway. I need to go and check on my dad.
So I'm really sorry, folks. This wasn't the time that we intended to finish today, but I am technically supposed to be working today, so I do need to disappear and jump onto a call that's just been brought to my attention. So whatever you're up to today, have a lovely... Oh my, can you hear him in the background?
No.
Oh, so he's on a work call on his noise cancelling headphones. Bang, 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 yap, yap, yap.
I'm funny.
Right, anyway, we were saying goodbye. So I'm really sorry, folks. Have a lovely afternoon. And fingers crossed, my furlough should start today. I'm just waiting for it to be signed off, and then I'll be with you. You will have my undivided attention tomorrow onwards. So have a lovely afternoon.
Happy New Year.
Loving hugs to your mum and dad.
Oh, thank you. And to all of you and yours too.
And I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.